Well, it's the tripod again. And yes, we're going to be answering some of your most frequently asked questions.
FAQ, baby.
I can't wait to find out what these questions are, especially if they're that frequent. Frequently asked questions is like other frequent things are often.
What do you think that's the questions you get asked most times? Is it, hey, Keith, those are like trying stuff.
Sometimes reporters will always be like, what's the craziest thing you've ever tried? And like, so how did it all start? I'm like, guys, it's been 11 years.
What do you say?
You just read someone else's article. Any article I've ever been in, just read it.
Do you have a canned answer for craziest thing? Are you like ketamine?
Yeah, that's on the docket. No, we normally say, and it's true, dog sledding on a glacier is pretty insane.
That's pretty crazy.
But I don't know if it's his craziest. Maybe. I don't know.
No.
I don't know. Now I'd say like wandering through a abandoned asylum in Indiana was pretty nuts. Not just for the ghosts, but the asbestos.
Yeah,
certainly there was asbestos.
You huffed in.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
my sinuses were fucked up for 2 weeks after that.
That was a fun little time. Man,
Lordy.
I would love to go ghost hunting. If you guys make another one,
Dude,
count my ass
You're
in.
not scared?
I love
I don't know if
spooky.
I would want to go.
I'm terrified.
I'm telling you what, I think we should make a ghost crew
Absolutely.
of the Try Guys. I think there should just be a Try Guys ghost hunting show with its own cast.
Dude, that honestly
Right?
would rile
Why
my ass
not?
up. Going out and down there. Oh my God. And honestly, there's every single person in the Tradcast I want to see interact with ghosts. Joyce interacting with
Oh my
ghosts.
God.
Oh.
Hilarious. Popkin interacting with ghosts. Hilarious. So many people.
All of them are good. But guys, the questions, you got to hold on to them. Because
thank you.
first, Rainie has what she described as a stupid segment.
Yeah.
Interesting.
But before we even get to that,
Oh.
I have a secret.
No. Okay.
I have a secret. Guess what it is?
Something is
it's
in
a
the box.
Secret? Is it?
There's
it
a box on the floor.
No. This is tea.
This is tea as well.
This is tea, and how is it?
Green tea with ginseng and honey.
Small can. Small can.
I do feel like usually with the tripod, we check in with what Miles is drinking at the top.
Well, I was going to have coffee too acidic. And me and Sarah are planning on a date night later. So I'm trying to slow drip my caffeine so that it hits right when Julian goes to bed.
Oh,
so
fine.
I don't fall asleep while I'm putting him to bed. And then thus nullify the date night, which happens a lot.
Really?
Well, it sort of is, okay, end of the day, we've been up all day.
It's like, actually, what if we just fall
hard.
asleep?
Well, no, and I'm like, okay, Julian, and he doesn't think all day, and I tell him a story, and it's sort of like, I'm like, and then I fall asleep.
I would say that I have the Pavlovian things I'm trying to create for Henry. They are on me too.
Yeah.
I'll start reading some of
Exactly.
his books. And I'm like,
Yeah, it's like gets you sleepy.
maybe I'm tired too. Maybe it is nighttime.
But you have a secret. Okay, God, is this about your weekend?
No.
Is this about your life? Is it about you at all?
It's about, guess what? All three of us.
It's about us. Were we mentioned on somebody's podcast?
Were we invited?
Does Brie Larson listen to the tripod?
Were we invited to be on a cruise?
We were.
Oh my
That
God.
happened
And I
before.
can't
But that
believe
happened
he
before.
fumbled that. Literally
It's
fumbled.
never going to be too late.
Come on.
The cruise ship industry is always hurting.
The three of us can go. Fuck Zach.
He's afraid of fish anyway.
Exactly. He
Yeah.
doesn't even like fish. We could be on the
He's
cruise.
afraid of
eating-
him. He only
eating
wants to eat him.
appetizers.
Never wants to see him.
Come on. The three of us, couple Bloody Marys, all you can eat steak.
I tell you, a drink that I've come around to as I've gotten older, Bloody Marys.
It's fun.
I thought they were so gross in my 20s,
Yeah, me
and now
too.
I'm
Yeah.
like, oh no, they're good.
I'm intimidated. I'm like, that's a soup.
It is
it
a
is.
soup, but
Yeah.
that's kind of what makes it fun. Really.
Yeah.
It's like
Savory
a
drink.
sauce.
I think the
Yeah.
problem when you're in your 20s and you maybe were binge drinking for a lot of your 20s because it was college and then right after college is that it tastes a little bit like pizza vomit
Ooh.
Interesting.
Yeah.
because it's alcohol and tomato sauce
That's a really
Yeah.
good point.
and spices that might. And sometimes
Yeah.
there's like pepperoni on that thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like
Pepperoni.
really
There are?
similar. Just Bloody Marys are
Pepperoni?
crazy. You ever
Let's
seen
do a
the?
pepperoni on that thing?
You never seen the sticks coming out of Bloody Marys and the nonsense they'll put on that thing? Olives,
Oh, yeah.
cheese,
Iceberg.
pepperonis, chicken tenders, sliders.
Yeah, it's crazy.
They're out of control. To be honest.
Yeah, the balance on the
They're out
top.
of control.
It's crazy. So this is tea about the three of us?
Mm-hmm.
Is it somebody else talking shit? They need to be slapped up. Me and Keith and you need to roll up in somebody's, desk in the cubicles over there.
No, I would say it's from the hate to love spectrum closer to love spectrum.
Oh, someone has a crush on
Somebody gave us
Uh-huh. Keith got it.
Tinder.
Uh-huh.
Someone matched or has been messaging us on our Tinder account.
But guess what? It's even juicier. Okay, I'll tell you.
Okay, what?
Okay. Somebody in the office's recent ex swiped right. And it was Reese. He didn't need to be a secret.
Wait, sorry. Swiped right on the tripod Tinder
Yeah,
account?
on Kyle.
Oh my
And so
God.
it was sort of like, oh, like, you know, he texted and was like, oh, it's a, but then it was also sort of like, oh, you're on Tinder.
You're
Okay.
on Tinder. My recent ex is on Tinder and I'm swiping right on the tripod account.
Yeah.
Has anyone messaged Kyle?
And
by
what's
the way,
going on with Kyle?
To those, because like, by the way, we dropped Kyle's ass.
Yeah,
forgot about
I
Kyle.
was looking back to the back. I was like, oh yeah.
Oh, yeah. So, if to people who didn't listen to that episode, we started a whole profile for a guy named Kyle, born on 9/11,
2001.
2001, and he was a young guy looking for love, and the profile picture was all three of us, or four of us rather.
Yep.
And we were looking for matches for guests to come on the show.
Yeah.
And I don't really remember what happened to that. I feel like we got to get some of these people on.
We got to get some of these people on. I think we were
Well,
going to call them, but
We
then,
tried calling them.
Yeah.
But we had to match them is the thing. And so Rainie needs to be on there swiping right in order to get the matches that we deserve.
Anyways, but that's the tea. That's the secret.
Okay.
Okay.
So-
that's exciting.
She is someone in our office's ex swiped right on our fake Tinder account.
So honestly, like that sort of puts us in the middle. Like that puts
Yeah,
us
that's
like
what
in
I'm
a sort of
thinking.
awkward position.
Oh.
Like it's like, do we have them on the show?
Yeah. It's like that could be,
Like,
it could be
whoa.
messy and fun.
Yeah, it could be.
Oh.
What are your guys' thoughts of doing something for messiness sake?
I think it's bad.
Yeah.
Probably. Well, but what would you describe as messiness sake? Like I made out with my friend's ex just for messiness sake, and
That's
it's like
bad.
probably a bad idea.
Shouldn't
Oh,
do
yeah. Or like texting someone that you like had a torrid affair with.
Well, what's funny about that is it's like it's for messiness sake. And then it's like you just were feeling lonely and you wanted to connect
It's
with
for the
somebody.
plot, but it's like, no, it's just actually because you're bored.
The idea of it's like, well, it's for the plot. Like, I don't even care. And it's like, well, you clearly did care because
Yeah.
you
You did.
wanted this sort of, old flame. But
Yeah.
hey, look, I'm not above being messy. I got a little nasty back in my day.
Sometimes you got to be a little bit of a mess.
Sometimes you got to be
so that you
nasty.
can clean up.
Sometimes you got to like hook up with your ex and
Yeah.
then like, it's like, whoa, that was a crazy thing for the plot, quote unquote.
For the plot. Yeah.
You know, like, it's like sometimes that be what it is.
It could be fun. Okay, the next segment, we've got another bar graph on our hands.
A bar graph. And this is a graph of a bunch of different bars. And when you say another bar graph, have we done bar graphs
That's
before
what
as a
I'm
big
wondering.
segment?
And are you going to show this graphic to us on your phone?
This is the so remember when we rated transit?
Of course. Of course. An iconic episode. How can anyone forget?
I mean,
What do you mean? Our transit ranking?
do I remember what won the trend? No. But do I remember that we did it? Yeah.
Do I have a vague memory of one day that happened?
It seemed like we did it.
So I have another one, and so essentially you're just going to rate this out of 1 and 10. 10 is the best.
Okay.
This is for the inventions of the natural world.
10.
Is this a bar graph?
Wait, sorry. When you say
This
bar
is the
graph, and
theme.
I really hate to
It sounds
be
like a ranking.
sorry. And I hate to be a sticky little piece of gum on our shoe. But is this where we only get 10 slots and we put them in and then we lose slots?
It's this is sort of where we got tripped up last time as well.
Of course.
So it's going to be inventions of the natural world on the x-axis.
Yeah.
On the y-axis,
So it is a bar graph.
from 1 to 10. Yes, and then we're going to be like, then we can see which is cooler than the other ones.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So we'll compare it at the
Okay.
end.
It is a bar graph.
All right. I love it. It's a bar graph.
Which also can be a line graph, by the way.
True.
They kind of are the same.
They kind of are the same.
First and foremost, we're coming out hot with the invention of eggs.
And so I'm saying, what I'm doing right now is I'm saying 1 through 10. I'm saying 1 or I'm saying...
But let's slow down on this because I'm not talking about chicken eggs. I'm not talking about us eating a chicken egg.
the invention of eggs like dinosaur laid an
All
egg.
egg.
All eggs. So here's the situation.
All
when
egg.
we got to land, we were amphibians, obviously, or not we. When a species got to land, they were amphibians, but their young had to be in water. And so they were like always just trying to get their little tiny embryos all around, bouncing. And then eventually there was this invention of the liquids coming with them and they were placed. So it's actually very profound.
That is very profound.
So we're ranking the natural creation of the egg.
the creation of Adam.
I would say the egg is pretty high.
I'd say it's and honestly, I would say that we still lay eggs.
Yeah, every
Yeah.
And
egg.
so in a lot of ways that human life and sort of civilization is built on the idea of having eggs.
10.
Yeah.
So 10.
I'm going
think
to give it to
10.
it. I'm
I'm
going
gonna
to
give
it 10.
eggs a 10. And that's scrambies all the way down to ovulating.
That's yummy eggs. That's also eggs that scare me, like snake eggs.
Snake eggs are a little spooky because you're like, ooh, there's a little snake in there.
And there's snakes around.
Yeah, I don't like that. That's not what I like.
How do you guys think that little babies decide when to leave the egg?
How
think
do
they
we
get
think
too
that little
big,
bit?
right?
And you're talking about not human babies,
Not
snake
humans.
eggs.
Yeah.
I think it's when they get big enough, right?
They
And
get
they're
big
just
enough.
crowded and they're like, let's check in
Yeah, and they're
with the
like,
outside.
Ugh, get me out of here.
And they're strong
Yeah.
enough to get out.
I think that's also right.
So overwhelming to just all of a sudden be in
Yeah,
the world.
very
The birds,
spooky.
though, they have a tool. They have a beak.
Yeah, they go.
But snakes, they don't have a beak.
Oh,
They just-
yeah.
You guys fucking.
He just vibrated.
Man,
Trembled.
Oh, to be a bird, you know?
Oh, to be
Oh,
a
to be a bird. I mean, this is an amazing segue because the next one is flight. Oh, to
Yeah.
be a bird.
Okay, flight actually to me overrated.
Whoa.
Land is kind of land is kind of that bitch, if you know what I'm saying.
Wow. Yeah,
And the
but-
grant, but see, I don't know what Rainie's gonna say. She could be like the invention of sun. And I'll be like, well, fuck. I feel like I put 10. No, the flight is cool, but I don't get to benefit from it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you do.
Well, a plane
Whoa.
is.
Did you just go on tour?
Well, yeah, but
Didn't make it really easy.
are we talking? I thought it was a mention of like a bird learns to fly.
That is what I was thinking. Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
bird
I mean,
flight.
Bird flight.
human
Or
flight.
creature flight unassisted by machine.
I will say though, I think we should do human flight next
Human flight.
because I think it's different because that's just us being
Have you
brilliant.
The Wright
seen-
brothers.
Have you seen
Yeah.
they did their first ever like Iron Man race, but not where it's like an Iron Man like they do the sports where they fly like Iron Man suits.
What?
Those they exist and they just had a race like a week and a half ago.
Wait,
That does, I've seen it.
Crazy.
It looks
I am getting
so
deja
dangerous.
vu because I feel like we talked about this 2 years ago.
There
We
was,
did,
yeah, we
but
did.
that was like they had people can do it, but the first race
Oh.
sport commissioned
Sport, yeah.
people can gamble on it. It
Yeah.
is on ESPN 35 race.
It's crazy.
It
man.
was gnarly.
Who do you think would win out of you guys?
in an Ironman race. Well, we're both very gangly and long, which is bad for that type of
Yeah.
thing. Because you need to have a lot of limb control and the torque. If we stick our arms all the way out, the strength we
gonna-
have to make the jet propulsion like work is bad.
I think you because you do more first person shooters than me.
That is, I'm better
Oh.
at video games than Keith.
Yeah.
I
That's
think
gonna be
it's a
big.
flat
Well, first
rule.
person shooters.
Well, and I think that well, I would say Keith could probably is better than me than Mario Kart. The one game I just am not good at, and I can't break it. I don't know why.
That's a bad one to not be good at.
But,
Because
here's
it's
the
like
thing.
the most popular one.
I'm a gamer, okay? I'm playing all these challenging video games. I'm platinuming challenging video games. All of a sudden, I get into a party setting, and I'm like, yeah, I'm a gamer. And then, like, somebody who's like, I work in a marketing agency. And then they're, like, really good
Yeah.
at Mario Kart. And I'm like, fuck, I was grinding the wrong thing.
You're grinding the wrong thing.
Have you,
yeah.
you haven't played the Donkey Kong Bonanza yet, have you?
No, but Keith, I keep putting the Switch 2 in my shopping cart and then going to checkout and being like, not yet. I don't know what I'm waiting for. I know I'm going to get it. I just have to get it.
Well, I have it, and I don't get to play it that often, but I occasionally I fly on a plane.
yeah, see,
Flight,
that's...
Flight.
and it's the perfect time.
Oh, my God.
I'm about to fly on a plane. It's gonna be the
No, see, that's so nice to
And
be able to
man,
have that.
Donkey Kong be smashing.
I heard that it's
everything.
so good.
It's so fun. I've never played a game like it where you can just
You just-
blindly break everything. And there's times where I don't know what I'm doing.
It's clobbering time.
I don't know where I'm going. I'm just punching everywhere.
That sounds great. I want to clobber.
It's so fun.
I really
I want to clobber.
It's so fun.
No, but what's cool about Flight is that, to my understanding, they had this. Oh, by the way, all of this is from Life on Our Planet, a 9-part documentary series that I watched. But essentially,
You watched all of it?
I did.
9
Can you
parts?
believe? By the way, isn't that
Right.
kind of really big
That's
for
impressive. That's to me the modern day reading a book.
me? I know.
Is that you
yeah.
watch 9
And I
parts of a
can't
documentary
believe I
series.
finished it. Like, I'm not finishing like TV shows.
Were you gripped? Like you were
I
watching
kinda
being like,
was.
holy fuck.
Yeah.
That's
It-
awesome.
It is really cool.
Where is it on? Because I'll
Netflix.
watch that.
Watch
Netflix?
it. Watch it.
See, that sounds nice because I love a nature documentary that make me feel smarter. And it makes me
Yes.
think about the world. The other day I was being like, I don't have any thoughts in my brain. Like I feel like I've become dumb.
Oh, really?
Well, I think it's just you go into different seasons where you're thinking about things
Yes.
critically or just looking
Yeah.
at the world around you like a little baby.
And when you're really busy, sometimes you stop thinking about
Exactly.
it. Yeah.
And so that's why I was like, I would love to watch more documentaries.
It was thought provoking. It made me think about like really the world at large. And now when you see a tree, you're like, that actually is crazy.
Trees are insane.
Yeah.
I love, oh my God, dude, there's a great, I'm literally, all I can think about is the grapefruit tree behind my house. I've been watering it. It was like not taken care of recently and it had little baby leaves start to come out. And I was like, holy fuck, I'm God. Like I literally have started to
Yeah.
have this thing spread its foliage and grow it out so it can be like a full tree
That's
again.
so cool.
Man, I'm psyched on it.
I think Flight is a 7.
Flight is a 7.
And
Yeah.
because
I agree with
really good.
Mhm.
7 and 10 still great.
Yeah.
The reasons we like it is it's very fast travel.
Yeah.
But we haven't reached the extreme of what we could do with travel yet as a species, I don't think.
You talking space?
Well, I mean, even just like fast travel. We could be
Interesting.
faster. We could go
Okay.
faster.
Speak on
We
that.
just aren't there yet.
You think bullet train or what?
No, I think we can get on faster planes. I think flight isn't where it needs to be yet.
Oh.
And also,
you're
like, whether or not teleportation will actually ever exist, we aren't, like, right now, flight is great because it's probably the best travel we have, most efficient travel we have, but I don't think it's there yet. So I can't give it 10.
Yeah.
And also, I got to knock it on another point because, I don't know, planes keep falling apart in the sky. So
Yeah, I
they
don't like
aren't
that.
taking care of the planes like they should be.
Yeah.
And then
That's true.
the next, birds, crazy little critters.
Yes.
So I got a dock a point for how insane they are.
Yeah, big time.
Insane in a good way or a bad way?
Both.
They're spooky, man.
You're docking a point, though.
Docking a point.
Because they're so crazy.
They're too unpredictable.
You don't like birds? You're scared of them?
I like birds. I think they're fun to look at. But maybe it's because there's a hawk that has taken residency in the tree next to my house, and all he does is eat critters and vomit them onto my deck and shit the biggest shits I've ever seen a bird do onto my deck. So every week I have to like power wash the side of around my house because it's covered in bird shit. And what can I do? It's a hawk.
Spray with the hose.
I can't reach him. And he's only there at night.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah.
He only does it at night. He vomits and poops at night. He hunts all day.
Why is he vomiting?
He vomits like owl pellet type things.
Oh.
Like he regurgitates the fur and bones.
Yeah.
It's not an owl though.
He's pretty untouchable, though. That's the thing with birds. They're
What can I do?
Yeah.
I know it's a
don't know.
hawk because it's the only thing that could be, only thing in California that could be doing this.
Yeah, that's crazy. Unless it's like a freaking coyote in the tree.
Yeah. Do coyotes have owl pellets? Do they regurgitate fur and tiny mouse
Could be a
bones?
chupacabra.
It's something, and it's a real pain.
It could be.
It's been
Yeah.
around for 2 months. However, the one plus, less critters around my house.
Yes.
Honestly, that's nice. He's cleaning up.
There's
After
less
himself.
squirrels. The skunks are afraid.
Yeah.
The raccoons are gone.
Dude, there's the
Yeah.
fattest cats in my neighborhood because they just go to every single house and they clean up. I think that people think everybody thinks they own these cats.
Yeah.
And they're literally playing double duty at
Yeah.
10 different houses.
Yeah.
And they just, when they walk, they're almost slugs. They're just
We have a cat like that in our neighborhood.
That's
He's
awesome.
clearly fed by the masses.
every
He
single
is
person is
almost
like,
a sphere.
my little kitty. And then the kitty's getting 10 dinners. It's brilliant.
Fine.
Yeah.
They're brilliant. Yeah, but in the doc I saw, I don't know if this is exactly what happened, but there was like a squirrel that was running away from a predator. And then they got to a cliff and it was like, well, I guess I'm either going to dive through predator or I'm going to make the leap. And then that's how flight was born.
Wait.
That is crazy.
Wait, hang on, Rainie. And I hate to fact check Rainie. Everybody listening knows how much I hate to fact check Rainie because I want to live in a world where she's right.
Where any critter can jump and suddenly they fly.
Because Rainie said where the world in which flight was invented was a squirrel was running from a predator.
A mammal.
looks like.
A
There's a
mammal, something that inherently cannot fly. And then it jumped off a cliff and went, oh.
A squirrel,
And then took off.
a squirrel became a bat suddenly.
Yeah. Well, I think it had flappy arms. Anyway.
Was it a bird?
I mean, it was a genetic mutation of squirrel
Yeah.
that was
Oh.
probably able to squirrel float because
Squirrel
they can squirrel float.
And then they were like, oh, and then the floaters sort of were like, now our floats are getting bigger and bigger.
Yeah.
Squirrels became birds. This is like Pokemon type shit.
No, they didn't.
This is crazy.
Yeah, but
didn't become
honestly, in the
birds.
comments, let us know how birds evolved to fly because that's a weird evolution.
So, by the way, such a big ass.
I'm most interested.
Write a little dissertation for me.
To me, birds, they make a lot of sense. There's so many of them. So like, okay, well, there's a billion species of birds, but they're all pretty bird-like.
Yeah.
yeah.
Bats,
Yeah.
far fewer.
Bats are. I mean, I've been fucking with Stella
And we
Luna
don't
recently.
have big
Oh my
flying
gosh.
mammals the way that we have eagles or condors or like,
No.
Yeah.
where are the big bats?
Oh, there's
at?
big bats.
I know,
at,
but
man.
where are they?
I don't know. They're
I'm
not
gonna
here.
look up biggest bat.
Biggest
You've been
bat ever.
You've been fucking with Stella Luna, John? It's Keith. What's your name? John. Jesus. Sorry, I'm having some sort of brain function.
wait. Okay, so I have such deep memories of Stella Luna. What is it actually about, though? Because
Yeah.
I only remember what she looks like.
I was at a store recently and I remembered Stella Luna from my childhood. Are you looking at big bats on your phone? Keith, show us the bats, man. You can't keep it to yourself.
Hold on.
You're looking at big bats,
on.
and I will get to Stella Luna because I think it's an important piece of literature.
The wingspan could be 5 feet.
That's
But
crazy.
it only weighs 3 pounds.
And they're vampire. They're like little puppies in the sky.
This is our guy. He looks awesome.
Woo!
He looks like a bear.
No,
That
that's
is
sick.
cool.
He looks like a flying bear.
No, bats are awesome.
6
Holy
feet?
shit!
So
There's awful veins through his
No, they're
skin
spooky
flaps.
looking. That's what and are bats mammals?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's a spooky thing.
Yeah.
But anyway, Stella Luna is a story. It's for children. Well, it's got some adult themes in it as well. But I've been reading it to my son, and the premise is Stella Luna is a baby bat, and Stella Luna falls out of the sky. By the way, this is going to be my life for a long
there's
time
things
now.
for adults,
It's
actually.
just sort of
It's
me
sort of for kids.
regurgitating children's books.
I get it. I'm with you.
Yeah, of course.
This baby, that baby.
Stella, exactly. Oh man, that's a good
Dude,
book.
this is just
Really, really good one. So, Stella Luna falls out and then lands in a bird's nest. And then a mama bird is taking care of Stella Luna, but the mama bird is like, "Don't you ever fucking act like a bat. You better sit up straight and then hang." She doesn't really say it like that, but she's like, she's basically like, if you're going to be in the bird's nest, you gotta act like a bird. So then Stella Luna is like, "I'm not hanging on my feet upside down. I'm staying up all day and whatever." And then Stella Luna learns how to be a bird, and then Stella Luna meets her mom again. And is like, "Oh my God, you're my baby, Stella Luna."
And the reunion is probably so sweet.
Yeah, and Stella Luna's like, "We can't fly at night." And the mom's like, "Yeah, watch this, bitch." And then she uses echolocation. It's really good.
Echolocation, by the way.
Insane.
Crazy.
And then they
If
like
you
see stuff.
haven't been able to be in a weird part of the country where there's lots of bats and moths and be able to watch bats just gobble up those moths.
Yeah, it's sick.
awesome.
To watch them like fuck up fireflies and
Dude,
stuff.
it's sick. We say to this, we were in New Mexico during COVID because we like went to hike in New Mexico because that's something we could do in 2020.
Yeah.
And we had this lamp outside of the place we were living. We were this super remote Airbnb. It was awesome. And there were just bats, and they would be.
Cool.
It was right in front of a big window, so we'd stand in front of the window, and there would just be bat, and he would just in a flash see his bat go "Howl," and fly backward, and it would be like almost as if it was bungee jumping at you.
Oh my
It would go
God.
"Bam," and it'd be
Holy
gone.
shit.
And it was awesome.
so
Becky
scary.
obviously hated it, and I and my
love
brother
that.
Brian loved it.
Oh, dude, anytime I can see animals up close, I'm psyched on it.
It was so incredible. I mean, we were separated by a pane of glass, but 2 feet away from these bats, just nomming.
I mean, when
Yum.
there's like birds in my yard sometimes, and I'm like, I love seeing a bird. Crows. Julian loves crows.
That's
And
good. They'll love him back.
My parents like made him a book about crows. That
They
was like
made him one?
Yeah, they
Oh
like
my
mom like
gosh.
watercolored it. And my dad
That's
wrote the story,
so
and it's like about
cute.
about crows and about crows. Like we'll see like things and the difference between crows and ravens, whatever.
Yeah.
Very cute. But
So,
anyway, I
yeah.
love crows.
I looked up once, like difference between crow and raven, and Google was like, "Oh, you'll know if it's a raven." That was
Ravens are
every single
big.
thing. It was like, don't even worry about it. You haven't seen one if you don't know.
Ravens are fucking huge.
Ravens are crazy.
It's like an eagle crow.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
gigantic predators.
So big.
They're so
That's
big.
so
But I
sick.
have a fun fact about bats.
Oh.
Today, 1 in 5 mammals are a bat.
Wait,
And here I was. And here I was
love
saying,
that.
where are all the bats?
wait, that's a lot of bats.
A lot.
One in
That's
five.
like ants.
Yeah.
That feels like they're like ants.
Yes. Well, if you think about like a bat cave, there are like a ton.
Yeah, but if you think about like a mall, there's a lot of people there.
That's true.
1 in 5 mammals are bats. That's
crazy.
crazy.
What
about
Think about
all
all
the-
the dogs there
The
are.
cats and the dogs. There's
Or
so many
gerbils are
dogs.
rodents. What?
No, I feel like I would think, what would I think? I feel like there aren't that many dogs.
There's so many dogs.
There's a lot of people.
There's so many
Oh,
dogs.
sorry. People's the one I was thinking of.
But there's also a lot of dogs.
But there's a lot of dogs. What's the smallest mammal? See, this I don't even
Is
Yeah.
a fox a dog?
A
Mice?
fox. Mice are rodents.
Oh,
Are rodents mammals?
Yes. Anything.
Wait, that's even crazier.
Yeah.
You're telling me there's more bats than mice?
Yeah.
Rainie, where'd you get this fact?
Steven
but
Spielberg.
Steven Spielberg.
yeah, he made the movie that I watched, the 9-part series.
Oh.
Steven.
He also made the movie. Did he make Birds? No, that was Hitchcock.
Very scary documentary.
very, very different.
Really horrible. They
Horrifying.
used to live in hell back in the 60s.
That happened. All that
That was
shit happened.
awful.
But the next one, so flight, we're landing at 7.
7.
Okay.
That's 7 to me.
The super volcano that wiped out 90% of species and made for 100,000 years of smoky skies, but gave way for the animal that would later evolve into both dinosaur and mammal.
Gonna be a 9 for me.
You like the NASA
CO1.
It's why we're here today.
Well,
That's true.
but was there any animal? Yeah, well, here's the question. Because at first, Earth was just sort of fucked up. and there was no living
Yeah, it
thing
was just
on
rocks.
It was just like rocks and
Yeah.
like
Hot,
boring, hot.
Yeah.
Like, what's going on? Right?
It's too hot.
It was too hot and nothing was there.
But then it was cold.
Yeah, because to me, the supervolcano is sort of the foundation of life. So I think I want to say 9. I think that's right, Keith.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
I
it's,
agree.
It's not 10 because a meteor had to come and really make it work.
Can you imagine aliens like
Asteroid or whatever it was. When it killed the rest.
Make it work.
Yeah,
Make it work.
Because otherwise we would all be it would have been super lizards.
Imagine
Yeah.
aliens just coming down and they see the rocky planet. They're like, this piece of shit. We're never gonna. They're
Ew.
like, ew, and then they leave. And
That's
it's like,
us
now,
with Mars, kind of.
Yeah,
Yeah,
now
it's
it's
like
like-
we don't have anything to
If
do.
aliens came back when the dinosaurs are like, we're not fucking with that. That's
yeah.
scary. Let's come back in several millennia when there's people.
Yeah, there's
because
gonna
I
be-
don't want to deal with whatever's going on down there.
some evolved.
So
thing.
scary looking.
Yeah. Holy
Yeah.
fuck!
We'll
and they
check
were
back in
all
later.
like supposedly we don't actually really even know. We must have said this before on the show.
Yeah.
but we don't know how dinosaurs looked.
No.
Yeah.
We think we do, but that's not accounting for cartilage.
Yeah, we have no idea what they look like.
Oh, I didn't hear that. I knew about fur. Cartilage is interesting.
Yeah,
though.
there's
Cartilage
there's
or fur.
feather,
Yeah.
muscle mass.
Yeah,
We don't really know much fat content. Like, what was their
Yeah.
fat?
yeah. Look
How
at
much
a
fat
skull.
did they have?
Look at a skull, or look at a skeleton. Our we don't look like a skeleton with skin taut
Right.
to it. We look a little bit different than that. And then especially that's true for like I think it was like a dog. If you look at a dog, and
They
you
would
can,
probably
you can
look
rearrange
really
the bones
scary.
to look like a dinosaur. And
Look
it's
at
like,
an
oh.
owl skeleton and be like, yikes.
Yeah, those are crazy looking.
Oh,
They
owls
don't
are
look like
freaky,
owls
geeky.
at all. Owls
yeah.
are all feather.
yeah,
Yeah, but their
All
legs are so
feather
long.
babies.
All feather.
Yeah, but speaking of dinosaurs, here's what I think is interesting: is do you ever think about how dinosaurs and dragons look exactly the same?
I love where this is going.
Right.
Uh-huh.
So you're saying, and the
And the
you're-
question is,
Yeah.
in like the medieval times when people were imagining dinosaurs, they didn't know that dinosaurs existed.
But
So
they
that's
might
so
have found
weird.
bones.
They might have found
Oh.
bones. Well, actually, every culture
Uh-huh.
has a legend of a drag. Like dragons they supersede region. So like,
Oh, that's interesting.
there's like Western and Eastern myths of dragons in like
Huh.
folklore and in paintings and drawings. But this idea of just a giant lizard that has whatever, and they mean different things in different cultures, but they all.
Yeah.
This is from another book, and I feel like it's called A Tale of Two Dragons. It's also for kids, and it's about a kid who's half Asian, and he goes to his grandma, and she's Asian, and she sort of has the myth of the dragon. Then he goes to his other grandma, who's like I don't even know, freaking Finnish, and then she also has a myth of a dragon.
At
huh.
the same time, there's also like probably every single people had like, oh, giants, giant people.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
giant dog. Like,
right.
they were like,
Yeah.
lizards are crazy. What if it was a big lizard that could fly? That'd be crazy. And
horrifying.
then somebody somewhere probably did find a skull and be like, holy shit, what's this?
Also, back then, there were not like, predator, like, human beings are the greatest predator. So, like, there may have been fucking giant ass crocodiles
Uh-huh.
that they were just like, holy shit. Like,
Yep.
Yeah.
like I saw this thing in the woods and it was like a fucking dragon. Right?
It was
Yeah.
a big lizard.
There was huge lizards that existed that they were like, don't fuck with that part of the forest. Like, there
Yeah.
are scary things
And
there.
we still do have gigantic snakes.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Crocodiles.
So if you
too,
saw
like-
a gigantic snake, like we have big snakes,
Yeah.
you'd be like, that's a nightmare. That's a real
Oh.
thing. What if that could fly?
yeah.
Oh.
That is a dragon.
There's also megalodons.
What is that?
Yeah.
One of the big sharks.
Big shark.
Oh, that's
Want
right.
to know what fucked me up? Let me tell you what fucked me up. This is my new segment. This is my new segment. Shit that fucked me up.
Okay.
So I was watching. This is on during Shark Week, right?
Uh-huh.
I go to watch this thing, and I start watching it, and it's going on, and it's called The Search for the Megalodon, right? And I'm watching this shit, and I'm going, holy shit, fuck! They found it's a documentary, and they're like, I'm like, oh my god, they found a megalodon. They like basically are like looking for the remnants, and they have these stories. And there was like a ship that was attacked, and they're doing this research, and they're like, oh my god, like this is so crazy, like. It seems like this myth of this giant ancient shark, like maybe there is some today. And I was like, oh my God, that's so crazy. The thing ends, and I go to look up more information about it. The entire thing was fake. And it aired during Shark Week. And I'm like, what? Like the rest of this is
found
real,
it.
but you released a fake documentary during Shark Week about the megalodon? I was so pissed.
And weren't like super, super clear that this is fake.
No.
This is a story.
It just was, they got me.
They
got
got you.
I was always thinking that whichever Jurassic Park movie had a megalodon that then like gets out, like the
Yes.
tank breaks. It was around the same time as the movie The Meg, and I was
Yeah.
like, "Is this? Are we to to believe.
Yes.
Are we to believe, perhaps, that these are in the same universe, which would be hilarious.
It'd be incredible.
Yeah.
Man, the Meg, really stupid.
So
movie.
crazy, so
It's
stupid,
funny.
so stupid. What if the shark was big? What if Jaws? What he was big?
They go, this is all the pitches. Jaws. The Meg.
You ready?
Okay, this is actually nice because this also has to do with dinosaurs. Dinosaurs having legs under them instead of to the side like lizards.
Lizards have legs to the side?
Yeah, think about like a little lizard.
Yes, you're right. They do kind of have legs to the side.
Interesting.
Yeah, turtles.
Like a
too.
centipede. You're saying turtles' legs to the side.
They are to the
something
side.
that you looked up for something that you pondered about?
This is the biggest difference between dinosaurs and lizards, I think.
Okay.
But I could be wrong on
Because the
that one.
Tyrannosaurus Rex, we believe, stood up and has little arms.
Yes,
But a lizard, side arms.
it's this. Like, think about a lizard running. It goes like this.
Oh, that's a really good point.
Yeah,
Okay, so this is interesting. That to me, not that impressive.
yeah,
But I guess what's impressive is that they're now under.
yeah.
Well, it's not when you think birds feed under.
That's true.
Birds feed under. And birds are technically a dinosaur, right?
Mm-hmm. Chickens. Yeah.
Chickens.
Chickens are fucking.
Chickens are raptors.
Have you seen chicken talons?
They're awful.
I mean,
They're crazy, man.
Have you seen their feet? Their feet, like, that's dinosaur skin.
When I was a kid, we had
Oh,
to
yeah.
trim the chicken talons because they get so long. Like, basically, roosters have like one unfurled fucking claw that they slash with. So,
Oh.
rooster attacks you to go, "Rah!" And it'll kind of like.
roosters are kind of scary. If they chase
they are
you,
scary. They would
yeah.
chase my ass down when I was a kid. I would run. Run screaming from the chicken coop because I would
Yeah.
have to open the chicken coop in the morning. The roosters would be ready. They'd be squared up. And I would have to open the chicken coop and they would run away and they would chase me right after my sandal and they would peck at my sandals.
It's also sort of embarrassing to be chased by a chicken.
It's horrifying.
yeah.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
was terrible.
Less
terribly
embarrassing to be chased by lots of chickens.
Yeah. When there's a lot, it's like, okay.
Oh yeah, there's a herd after
I don't
you.
know if you ever fought a goose, but damn, those
No
geese
geese,
are
you don't
dirt.
mess with
They fight
geese.
dirty.
Yeah.
Man, boxing a goose. Yeah, they're mean.
So that's a low. That's like 3.
Goose?
The dinosaurs are the
The legs under. Yeah, I'm not that impressed by that.
I'm not impressed by that, to be honest, because like the scary ones do sort of like crocodiles scary because they can swim. Because I think that what makes them swim better.
I mean, crocodiles are so evolutionarily fit,
That's crazy.
but they're so
good.
scary.
They're so good.
Yeah, let's give 4.
4.
Yeah, 4.
Okay, last one. Humans and agriculture subverting the norm of evolution.
You mean like we started planting stuff?
Yeah, and we started like controlling animals and breeding them.
Yeah, I think it's 10.
10.
I think that is what has allowed us to be the dominant species.
Yeah.
But didn't we already do it 10? Can we do multiple
Yeah,
10?
We
of
can
course.
do more than
Okay,
one 10.
more than one 10.
It's a
I
bar
think
graph.
so. Although, man, if gorillas start like breeding dogs,
Right?
how cool would that be?
Yeah.
That would be terrifying.
Like if gorillas and dogs like worked together,
That's what we did.
that's basically what happened.
Mhm.
Is that we were like, let's use animals. Yeah, horses.
Yeah.
I mean, that's like why, like to me, the Planet of the Apes movies are really scary because
Yeah.
the gorillas ride horses.
Yeah.
Holy fuck.
Yeah. I
A
guess
gorilla, like if you were in the woods, you saw a gorilla ripping it on a horse,
Yeah.
you'd be so scared.
Yeah.
that's interesting. Did the first primate that rode a horse, were they kind of like equals, the horse and the primate?
That's a great question.
Like, was it a
They're
symbiotic
barks.
relationship? Was like, hey, horse, you let me ride you. I'll direct us to where the best carrots are.
Yeah.
And the horse is like,
All
okay,
right.
because I don't know
All right.
where the carrots are.
Yeah, that's interesting. But you think they could have communicated and then at some point we forgot the language?
I don't know if it was
Oh.
how animals seem to communicate.
Yeah.
They
Without
do, but
language.
it's, yeah.
It's rudimentary communication, but
Right.
there's something going on there.
There's something
going
Perhaps there was
on.
some sort of
That's how they communicate.
That's a donkey.
Oh.
Yeah. But there are other animals who team up, right? There's like symbiotic relationships.
Cheetahs like dogs.
I love
think
that.
Cheetahs. There's like some cat
some
that,
big cat like
that
dogs.
needs in the zoo, in the LA zoo.
Yeah.
There's one cage that has a dog in it.
Yeah.
And it's because it's with predator cat.
yeah.
And it's because they get lonely. The predator
Yeah.
cat. So they need
And they get
dogs
anxious.
help, and then the dog was raised with them, and they all play
yeah.
together.
But
It's
not
like-
another cat. They don't want to put another cat in there with them.
No, I don't know why. There's some
Yeah.
reason why
Oh, yeah.
that works, but yeah.
Most symbiotic relationships are like some big animal and then some tiny animal that eats bad critters out of that big animal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
Which
know?
I guess we have too, right? There's all sorts of biomes.
Oh,
in
we got
us.
all sorts of. Who knows what's going on inside of us?
Yeah.
Scientists.
I just gut biome.
There's a lot going on in there.
There's a lot. Yeah.
There's a lot.
So the only thing with humans in agriculture that I think we should dock for is, are we too powerful?
Yeah,
Now we're kind of ruining the earth.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, certainly.
But it is really cool.
But it's ours to ruin, right?
Okay, interesting. Easy there, Tiger.
It's ours now.
It's ours now.
Yeah.
We left first. We went to the moon and back.
Man,
That's
wouldn't
true.
it would be crazy if like it wasn't like aliens that came to the planet. It was just the other animals being like, wait, we could just team up against these guys.
Don't let them know that.
That would be crazy.
Don't let them listen to this podcast.
That is a good movie.
It's a good movie. It's like the animals realized the earth was dying, and so they all have to team
They're like,
up.
fuck,
And
you
then it's like,
ruined
then you have
it.
to fight all like it would be fucked up to just be like, then birds are attacking you, fucking wolves, they all just turn on you.
Ants.
Yeah.
Ants. Oh, this is some Noah's Ark.
We
type shit.
better hope ants never decide that they want to eat us.
There's a lot of them.
Yeah.
There's a lot of them.
A lot.
And they don't sleep.
Wasn't there a thing that was like there's more ants than there are grains of sand in a beach?
It's something crazy.
It's like
Whoa.
so crazy about
There's so many ants.
Okay. We have made it to our frequently asked questions.
Whoa.
These are all FAQs from our emails. We have a number of emails where people write in
do
for
have a lot of
advice. And I get 5 questions over and over again. So I think we should just address them here. And
Oh,
some of them
perfect.
are, the reason we don't answer is that they're hard questions, but and
Oh.
open-ended.
Okay.
But I think that we should spend a little time on them.
That's awesome. Is this to I'm drunk try guys at gmail.com?
Yes, and you can sit with this one.
Nice. I'm drunk, you can sit with us at gmail.com.
That's good. Question 1, how do I make friends as an adult?
Oh, really good question. Keith, what are we thinking here?
I think it is, what is your little hobby? What's your little
Yeah.
interest?
Yeah.
Find a little meetup of people with that interest.
Big time.
That's the one. The other one is typically people find friendships in their coworkers.
Yeah.
At their job. Now, some have more success or less success with that, depending on
It's a little dicey.
depending on the career they're in, depending on how big their office is. But
Yeah.
I've made lots of friends at BuzzFeed that are life friends. I like it. So that happens.
Yeah.
But I think finding the niche thing that you're interested in is a really great way to find
Yeah.
community, and within that, you're going to find a little best friend.
I love that. I think that's right. It's like, yeah, if you are into D&D, go hang out at the hobby shop at a meetup. And like, if you're new to a place, like if you're into books, like join a book club and, meet friends online, whatever. I would say my tip for meeting and making new friends is that also, but I think even bigger than that, give it time. And make sure you're putting in the time with the new friend.
That's true.
Because it's awkward to hang out
Yeah.
with a new person one-on-one.
Yeah.
But if you do it enough times, you break the seal and they just become part of your life.
Yeah.
And I think that it's like, you have to, especially like my thing when I first moved to LA, I had all these close friends in New York and in North Carolina. And I was like, I don't know that many people in LA. So it's kind of like, oh man, like, who am I going to hang out with? Like, whatever, I'm hanging out with these people, but it doesn't feel like my friends felt at home. And it's because, like, how could I possibly put new
Yeah.
friends up to the test of these people I'd known for years and years and years and, had these formative experiences with?
Yeah.
Have you had the instance where you meet somebody very nice somewhere and they're like, "Oh, we should hang out sometime," and you're like, "That's not going to happen."
I know, and I'm trying to I do have that, and I'm trying to curb that because I think it is, at least for me, I think I get, weirdly, like I'm such an extrovert, I've been getting socially anxious
Oh,
in my
really?
older years. And I think that's one example of like, I'll meet someone and have so much fun hanging out with them. And they'll be like, let's hang out. Like, do you want to get like, we can get dinner or something? And I'll be like, oh yeah. And I'm like, I don't know why I'm resistant to that.
For me, it's not that I don't want to do that. It's just I'm almost like looking at my life, big picture is like, that's just not going to happen.
Yeah.
I don't have time to hang out with very good friends of mine.
Yeah.
Like I see really close friends of mine once a month,
Totally.
at best.
Yeah.
So like it's gonna be really hard for me to prioritize a new friendship over so many underserved great friendships that I have right now. Especially maybe it's just right now in my life. Very busy. We got career, kid, all those things. It just makes it hard to find times. Also, my friends have lives.
Totally.
So it's not even just my schedule, it's their schedule. And I want to be like nice to these new people I meet. Like we probably would make good friends.
Yeah.
It's gonna be really hard
It's
for
gonna be
me to
tough.
make that happen, and for us to hang out the slow pace and amount of times for us to create a real bond together. You're gonna have to work for me.
No, kind of. That's one thing that, like, I mean, definitely, like, thing that I do all the time with my show is like, I like this person and admire them. I'll have them on the show and that'll be our first hang. And then, maybe I'll invite them to some group event or whatever. And it's like, then over time you get to become friends with people.
Yeah.
But my thing is like, you meet somebody like that, instead of having a one-on-one hang, you fold them into a group hang that's already existing.
True.
It's like, this person, like, I like them and I think they're cool. I'm hanging out with like 8 of my friends at a barcade. Let me just invite that person along. And then you're folding them in and it's like less pressure too.
This takes
Me and Jacob Wysocki have been like, we gotta grab dinner.
Oh yeah, he's so
for
great.
a year.
Yeah. No, totally.
And I know that we would be great friends. Like, this is easy. I know exactly the type of friendship we'd have. It'd be wonderful. When am I going to do it? How am I going to make this happen? He's busy. I'm busy.
It's just about making it happen, baby.
It's true.
I got to try time on a day. And I am definitely bad about making, because I'm so busy. I'm tired, but I'm like, it's not the thing I like the most about myself. I want to be.
Do you think your stopper is like fear of rejection? Because that's, for me, it's like, I could reach out to this person, but like, what if they say no? Or what if they just sort of soft pass?
Fear of rejection. And also there's this like I fear. What do I fear? Let me really dive. Let me answer this question deeply. I think it's that I almost fear that it won't work out, or that the time will be wasted, or that we'll show up and we'll hang out and they don't know me and I like won't know what to say and they won't know what to say, and then it'll be like, it was fine. Like, that's almost the thing I'm fearing. Because the people that I like get along with really well, I like meet up with them and it's like, oh my God, this is like,
we have so much to say.
We've almost known each other forever, but we're just meeting each other.
Yeah.
I think maybe mine is that I feel like it's hanging out with a potential new friend perhaps is not where my priorities should be with the time that I have.
Oh,
with the little bit of time that I have, even like now, like Becky and I hang out after Henry goes to sleep.
Oh, totally. Oh my God.
That's like it.
Yeah.
And then sometimes I've got to travel and do a Try Guy shoot, or I've got to do a show somewhere. And like, there's such little time. If I were to actually really have like 4 hours, like, shouldn't I be really trying to spend that time with Becky?
Sure.
I mean, I love spending time with all the people that I love. But like right now, probably there's I really want to be prioritizing the people that are closest to me that I currently also have a deficit of friendship time with.
Yeah.
But I also really want to hang out with new friends too. Like, I really social. I really like to be places. I also just like meeting people.
Oh, it's the
I
best.
like to go to a bar with my friends, but while we're at that bar, I want to talk to some people I don't know.
You want to talk to everybody.
I want to talk to people
folks.
I don't know.
I
want to be ordering a drink at the bar and have the guy walk up to me, and I want to say, I just want to say like, oh, is that good?
Yeah.
About the drink they're getting?
Yeah.
And then they'll say like, oh yeah, it's pretty good. It's like, oh cool. Yeah, I like this place. My friends and I come here sometimes. And they'll be like, I'm my first time here. It's like, first time here? Cool.
First time here?
All right, well, hey, have a good night, bro.
Yeah. Yeah.
I like that.
That's nice.
That's
nice.
I
like that. What about you, Rainie? How do you?
Well, I was going to say with to your point about like a hobby, or I guess both of yours, a hobby, I feel like one, it's not really about the hobby as much as like, it's like you'll get more into the hobby, but if you're not like, I'm so gung-ho. And the other thing is I feel like there is a hurdle of like, is this dumb? For me, at least.
Yeah.
Like I remember my older sister when she was like, had just gotten out of college and she was like trying to make friends as an adult, and she joined a kickball league. And I was like, Lord, please never let me join. Like, let me not be in that situation. But now I'm like, in improv, which is similar.
Oh, it's the same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's like, no, that actually is
You just
good.
have an imaginary ball now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
You really
it's also,
do.
I think, because I felt similarly when you're a young person, especially when you're out of college, you're like, oh my God, gag, like a social event as if I'm making friends. But then when you're an adult, you're not in class with 25 to 30 other people your exact age.
And you're not a 5-minute walk from every friend you have.
Yeah.
Exactly. So it's so much harder to make friends.
Yeah.
Whereas in college, it's like you're baking the perfect cake that is friendship at every moment.
Yeah.
So you do have to, and to your point, you do have to show up. Like sometimes it's like, okay, I don't want to do this, but as soon as I was listening to a podcast about this, as it's like there's this little dread, and then as soon as you walk through the door, it's like, this is actually fun. I'm good. But like getting in the shower, getting in the car, like, you know, getting out the door is like, what if I just didn't?
There's also, I mean, I was just, okay, this is, I'm making a grander point. Watch me, I'm cooking. I'm cooking. Okay, somebody said this about Celine Song's new movie. Don't worry, this will all work together perfectly. Okay, what's her new movie? The Materialists, which I haven't seen. But basically the base premise is that Dakota Johnson is in a love triangle with Pedro Pascal, who is like wealthy, and Chris Evans, who is sort of like a working man. I think he's like a server or something. And somebody was saying to Celine Song, who directed the movie, they were like, how do you feel about your movie, The Materialists, being like broke boy porn or something, looking at this broke guy as like a lover and whatever. And she was like, well, I think that's pretty unfair because like the reasons that this person is broke are because of society and the culture they're in. It is not their fault that they are in poverty. And she was basically going on to make a grander point of like, when people are in poverty, it is not their fault. It's the system that is broken, that is, not enabling to whatever. And I think similarly, it is not people's fault that they are alone. Like if you take away a city's public works and their parks and rec, and you take away their ability to have a third space that's cheap and, you can just get a coffee and hang out and meet other people, and you take away a company fair or a fair that might take place on your block. You take away all these things and people are lonely. It's like, you're looking at them being like, oh my God, why don't you have any friends? But it's like, it's sort of the most difficult thing ever to make friends in a city that doesn't provide, or a town that just doesn't provide, opportunities.
Or even just the amount you have to work to pay rent, like, some multiple jobs or whatever. Yeah. It just as a time suck. Yeah.
It's expensive and you're exhausted at the end of the day. And also, I think this is like a phone addiction thing. It's easier than ever to just be like, let me get my chemicals on my phone before I go to sleep.
Let me get my chemicals.
Yeah, let me get my chemicals. Like instead of going to a bar and meeting new people.
I think the opportunity for friendship is probably religion's best attribute.
Absolutely. Oh my God.
Every Sunday, set time.
It's a community that has a reliable schedule that is a third place, basically. But lots of people, all walks of life, come together to this place, and they are equals in this space, and they're like, they hang out, they listen to some nice lesson, they probably eat food before or after with some other friends. I think that is a really good attribute of religion. I don't like other attributes of it.
Of course.
But I think the community meetup
sort of I think that's
is
why I
dope.
join.
For sure. Yeah. One of my good friends in Denver is she's a mom of 2 and she's super busy, and I always want to hang out with her when I come home, and like we try and do it. But what's easiest is she always goes to church on Sunday. So I'm like, I'll just go with you. And then we'll grab some food afterwards. I'll hang out with your daughters.
Yeah, because it's like and I think a lot of people, it's sort of the double-edged, razor of that's not an expression. The double-edged sword of religion is it's like people get into the community and then you can't leave, like it's like you can't take one without the other. If you have this belief system that is paired with your entire community and work and your friendship and your whatever. But yeah.
And you pay for your friends.
And you pay
10% of your wages.
10%. Tithing.
It's basically an agent. I've thought that religion is God's your agent. That's the idea. I think that's right. Like that's what it is. Like God is providing these opportunities and helping you live this wonderful life, and you give him 10%. That's so I think that is like,
you give him 10%.
That's literally what they want you to tithe.
Oh my God, that's funny.
This one I think is fast. Should I break up with my boyfriend?
Yes.
If you're asking that question, typically, yeah.
Yeah.
If you're asking that question and you're under the age of 30, basically it's like if the relationship is under a certain amount of time.
Yeah.
Well, let's say if your relationship is under 3 years and you're asking yourself the question enough to write in, then yes.
Yeah, and there's always some like circumstances of like, oh, like he's nice, but I don't know if he's this and he does this annoying thing. Like
probably.
The answer is probably. Most likely, you should break up. Right. Sometimes self-reflection is important, and getting through hard things is essential.
You might be the problem.
Yeah, get out of there.
That happens.
That's true.
That happens.
Break it new.
Yeah. The next one. What should I do after college?
Ooh, fun.
Okay, this is like, wow.
That's a big question.
This is a big question. Well, why don't we say, do you want to say what you did, and Rainie, what you, why don't we say what we all did after college, and then what we think you should do after college?
That's great.
When I graduated college, I went to Europe for a little bit, and by a little bit, I mean like 2 weeks or something. Me and my friends went to different hostels. We did like 3 days in each city, and then I took my bag from the last place we were in, and I flew to New York City, and I started living there out of the bag that I traveled Europe with. And I stayed on friends' couches, and then eventually got a job at a coffee shop so I could pay a rent, and then I signed a lease, and then I just started living my life.
I think my answer is similar in that the distillation of it is fairly soon. So you could go to Europe or you could go get a quick job somewhere.
Totally.
But fairly soon, move to a place that already has your community members in it.
Totally.
Your friends who have graduated, the upperclassmen who graduated and moved previous years. maybe it's also moving back to your hometown where you have a good, solid friendship. You need to go somewhere that still has that community, because now that you're entering the world where you no longer have a schedule that someone is providing for you, you need some sort of stability. And I feel like emotional and friend stability is the most important. Financial stability, also important, but good luck getting that straight out of college. That's just not realistic.
And I would even go as far to say as like, you will never be more okay with living in a shitty apartment and having a shitty job and a ton of roommates than right out of college.
Yes.
So I would say, and then more than ever, live in the apartment with roaches, have a job at a coffee shop or wait tables or, work temp shit.
Have a bunch of roommates.
Have a bunch of roommates, because the time when you're going to not want to do that is probably like later than that. It's going to wane on you. You're going to be like,
your late 20s, you're going to be like, I don't want that anymore.
Yeah, I don't want that anymore. So yeah, do the crazy thing. But Rainie, what did you do out of college?
I remember all through college, I was like, it's so weird that graduation is called commencement because it's the end. Like, to me, I was like, wait, it's the end of this whole thing. And then I remember sitting at graduation and being like, oh wait, I don't have a plan. Like, I remember actively sitting there and being like, wait, what am I doing next? Like, what's after this? And I was like,
you will add graduation?
Yeah. And that's when I was like, oh, commencement, the beginning. I guess I'm at the beginning. I'm not at the end. And so I went home to Denver. I lived in my parents' house. I applied to 80 jobs first round. It was rejected.
And how are you applying for these jobs? Is this online?
This is online. So my one big advice is the faster you can start networking, the better.
100%.
Yes.
Yeah. It just is the answer.
Honestly, start networking in college.
Yeah.
Totally.
Yeah.
Meet people. That's how you're probably going to get a job.
Yep.
Yeah.
If you, because you applied 80 jobs and then the job you got, you knew one person.
One person, not well.
Family, friend, tangential, right?
Yeah.
Like, it's like, and that's every job.
Yeah.
It's like the reason I got a job at BuzzFeed was because I went to college with a girl that was working there. And she was like, you'd really like it here. You should apply for this.
Yeah.
Only way that anybody gets a job, pretty much.
Yeah. And I'd say have 5 questions ready, and it can be a 20-minute call.
Yeah.
5 questions ready, look them up on LinkedIn before, and keep it quick, and that's that. And then, I had a few internships, and then the pandemic hit, applied to 100 jobs after that. So it was like a long, I was underemployed for like 2 years after graduating, and it was tough, but it'll happen one day. Everything changes.
But that was the best time to be underemployed, right? You
That's true.
have some
I learned
sort
a
of
lot.
community elsewise to help you get through those tough times.
And also I'll say to like people that might be, looking for a job and they're like, well, I don't know anybody. Like, what do I possibly do? You don't need to be best friends with somebody that works for the company. You just need to have some in. And that in could be that your friend's friend used to work for the company and they can basically recommend you. And the reason why is because like now with online applications, you'll post a job posting, 4,000 people will apply. The people that are probably going to get looked at are the people that are like, oh yeah, so-and-so's friends of a friend said that they knew this person. Okay, you know what? We're going to look at these 50 resumes and they all have a vouch. And then you go from there. It's like, that's the way that usually the herd gets thinned.
Yeah.
Even also, and that is a really good reason to like go to social things. If your friends invite you to parties, even if you don't know those people there, you should go, because I'm someone who's at a party. If I meet a friend of a friend, like, oh, this is my buddy Mike. He actually like, oh, Keith, Mike is looking for like a post coordinator job. Do you know anybody like that? I'm like, yeah, actually I do. Let me send me your info. I'll forward it on.
Absolutely.
I don't know if it's going to come of that, but like,
I'm always doing that too.
Because this person knows someone I know. I'm happy to at least open the door. Now, I obviously can't actually vouch for them, but I can put your name in front of someone, which is one step further than you can get.
Absolutely. Yeah.
I think one thing I've been thinking about recently is for both the making friends and the job stuff and just like showing up, it's like, it's just as risky to not do anything than to like reach out and the friend could reject you. You know what I mean? Or to go to a party or to reach out about networking or to apply for a job and not get it. Like, I think it's safe. You think it's safer to just like, well, I just won't text them, but then you're just like alone.
Then you're just doing nothing. Oh my God. Well, I think that's with everything, especially after college. It's an easy time to get in your head.
Yeah.
And action is always better than inaction.
Yes.
And I think it's as simple as like, when I first moved to New York City and I didn't have a job, I was like in line interviewing while I was in Europe. I was like Zoom interviewing with like College Humor. And then I was down to like me and one other guy, and then I didn't get it. And I was like, oh my God, that was going to be
my life is over.
I was like, that was going to be my thing.
Yeah.
And then like I didn't get it. So I made a map of 20 different coffee shops in Manhattan. I printed out 20 different resumes and I walked into every single one of them and tried to give them a resume. I think they only let me hand out like 10. Like most people are like, we're not hiring, like, sorry, whatever. And then I handed out 10 and then I got 2 interviews. And then I didn't get one and I got the other, and that's the one I worked at. And it was like, that changed everything. I had a community of people who worked at this coffee shop. It was central. I had my neighborhood. I had like, it blew up from there. But it's like
50 is a lot. That's the ratio you're working with though. One out of 50.
Yeah.
Which is
my beginning improv thing, like the first thing I did in Chicago, I went and auditioned for a comedy music sketch group. I'm like, this is for me. This is what I do. I was already doing comedy music. I'm like, I'm great at improv. This is good. This is gonna be great. Went in, didn't even get called back.
Yeah, exactly. And you're like, what do you mean? Yeah.
I was like, kind of rocked. And then I went to my next audition was for this touring improv group, and they were gonna take one person. They were accepting one.
Wow.
And there were like 200 people that got through to audition. And I got the one spot.
That's crazy.
Now, and it was because of my talent, yes, but also because I was the age where I had no obligations yet.
Yeah.
Totally.
They were like, we're going to leave tomorrow.
So you're like, I'm ready to
And I'm like,
sure.
I'm ready to go. And I was like, okay. And we're going to be gone for 17 days. I'm like, okay. Yes.
So the other thing that somebody told me was like, just be open to almost every experience. So when I first started working at this coffee shop, and then I got another job, and then I got another, and I like moved from there, and then I got fired. I was fired from this job fixing espresso machines because the guy was a fucking lunatic. And then I was unemployed for a little bit, but I was doing a bunch of writing. And then I got another job at a thing, and it was like, you just have to keep saying yes to opportunities. And I was like, someone was like, oh, do you want to be a talent coordinator for the International Emmys? So I was like the handler for this guy from The Walking Dead for a night. And I was just like, oh, sir, like right over here, here's your table and whatever. And I was like with him all night. And I was like, cool, just say yes. Like it doesn't really matter.
Yes.
I was I went to like a film communications and production program, not really a film school, just sort of like, here's cameras and sort of how you use them, whatever. And when I moved to New York, I had a friend that I went to high school with. He was like, do you want to be a PA on Fashion Week? And I said yes. And I learned more in that 2-week period than I learned in any of school. I was sweating bullets.
Yeah.
People are like, coil those cables. They're using language I've never heard before on how to set up certain equipment. And I'm like, like I'm fucking in a panic, but I just learned so much because it was like, and I said I could do it. I was like, I can definitely do it. I know how to do that. And I had no fucking idea how to do any of it. It was crazy.
Oh yeah.
So yes.
How do I get through a friend breakup?
Egg their house.
Egg their house.
Leave.
A lot of people
Post something you can never take back.
It's something you'll never ever.
Yeah, I have noticed a lot of people write in and they're like, I'm really sad about this. Like, I really, it's hard. It's harder than boyfriend sometimes.
Well, because with boyfriends, there's like sort of a playbook. With friends, there's almost more interrelated into your life.
Yeah.
And there's not really, people don't talk about friend breakups.
And I feel like you expect it to be forever. Like friends are forever.
Yeah.
And then they're not always.
I would say with friend breakups, it's like sometimes you don't need to have, when you are going through a friend breakup, I think there's a want to have a big season finale fight.
Yeah.
Don't have the season finale fight.
Yeah.
Just be like, I think that we both are just on different pages and let's take some time not hanging out.
Yeah.
That will save your friendship later.
But do you think, like, you're saying that after you guys you've said,
there's a disagreement,
like,
right? Disagreement happens. I don't like that you did this. I don't like that you said this, right? People get their feelings hurt. That's okay.
Yeah.
But like, leave the door a little bit open. Don't be like, I'll never be fucking friends with you.
Yeah.
You're a fucking piece of shit. Like, don't say that part.
Yeah.
Even if it's true. Even if that's true and it's in your own head. I just know that like, I've had friends where they've really upset me. And I feel like the friendship has been saved by us both just taking time apart.
Yeah.
And being like, okay, like, this like was a bummer. And like, it was a whatever. And then like, it sucked. And basically you just need to find some sort of equilibrium. You don't want to be like, have hurt feelings and not say. If somebody upsets you, you have to talk about it.
Yeah.
But I think it's just like, don't say the meanest thing you can think. like save room with that. Like, don't say the real thing you think, which is like, you're so fucking manipulative. This is why you're in therapy. Like, don't say that part. Keep that part in, even though it might feel good to say.
Yeah.
And then maybe you'll be friends with that person later.
Yeah. And I'll say, like, I've had friend breakups where years later I was like, wait a second, I was sort of at fault too.
Me too.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
It's like,
Absolutely.
oh wait, that wasn't great. Yeah.
Totally.
All right. Anything else on that before last one?
No. Yeah, friend breakups are also, they're all different. That I almost feel like I can't even give advice.
Totally.
Yeah.
Because every friendship is unique.
Yeah, that's
Every
true.
friend breakup happens at different places, different times, different reasons, different things you're going through.
Yeah.
Probably ultimately though, everybody's always going through something that you don't know about.
Yes, right.
Yeah.
Positive or negative.
Yeah.
Every single person in the world
Yeah.
has some problem on their mind
Yeah.
today.
Yeah.
Yep.
It may not be the first in the front of their mind, but it's in the back of their
Oh, for
mind.
sure.
Every single person has something going on. You just don't ever know.
Yeah.
So I can't give advice. I don't know, man. It's a tricky one.
Yeah.
I think
yeah.
Miles is don't say the worst thing is probably the
Yeah.
best.
Don't say the
So you can
biggest
say
thing.
some bad stuff, but don't say the worst one.
Yeah, exactly.
That for all fights.
Yeah, that's true for everything, I think.
So people write in asking like how you know when they're dating someone, how do you know when it's time to take the next step, whether that's moving in, getting married, etc.
Oh, that's a good question. I think that's like I've given this advice before, and I'm curious. I'm ready for a gut check on it if it makes sense. It shouldn't be difficult.
Oh,
Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking.
It's
It's like, it
usually-
should feel right.
It should feel good.
Yeah.
It shouldn't, like, because I feel like I have friends that are like, we're moving in, but yeah, I'm just not sure. And it's like, then don't move in. Or like, people be like, yeah, it's nice for now, but we're kind of like, we're engaged and we have these issues. And it's like, it probably, and like, I don't know, like everyone has their own life. But in my experience, it should feel good and you're exciting. And I think if it doesn't feel good and exciting, then maybe there's a little bit of work to be done.
Yeah. I think that I like that. I think I get confused because I'm such an overthinker that I'm like, well, what? But I feel like even the people who even are overthinkers are even like me and my mom are like almost carbon copies. And she was like, when she met my dad, she was like, well, if it's not going to work with Darwin, who's it going to work with? Like, it's fine.
Yeah.
Go.
That's good.
Yeah.
Well, that's kind of thing is I was like, me and Sarah had both dated lots of different people. And then we started dating each other. And I was just like, oh yeah, this
Way better.
tops that.
Yeah.
Like this is just way more fun and better. We should just do this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I echo the similar thoughts.
Love is in all things.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of like, I guess it's okay to be a little nervous.
Yeah, nervousness is okay. And being like, I don't know what's going to happen.
Yeah, but I think there should be some excitement there.
Yeah.
If there's no excitement, that would probably be a big red flag.
You want to be with someone
yeah.
that brings out the best things
If you're like,
you.
if you're we're moving in together, that's bad.
Yeah, don't.
Yeah.
And no one's,
It can be, we're moving in together.
you're like, I don't know,
I'm excited and I'm
nervous, but
scared. I'm excited and scared.
Yeah, that's good.
That's great.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right. That's good.
Yeah.
You should just feel like, ooh, like this
Yeah.
next big thing. Like what's going to happen?
Yeah, as long as some part of you is excited, I think it's okay. Some
Yeah.
part of you can be scared and
this
nervous.
change is hard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
it's hard.
I think sometimes it's hard for me to believe in love, but then sometimes I see people in love and I'm like, oh, wait, they're not making this up. You know what I mean?
No, and it's also one of the things that, I mean, like, I don't know, the older I get, also like cliches are just sort of the truth. Like it's like you don't really know. Like I just feel like it's like I had been in love before I met Sarah, or like what I thought it was. But when you're with the person that you're just like, oh yeah, this is the it. This is the thing that I was microdosing before.
Oh, whoa.
Sort of.
Oh,
Or,
yeah.
you know, it's like, or you're just, I don't know. It just feels easy and breezy and beautiful. Cover girl.
Cover girl.
And there's
You
also
know?
like lots of different elements to a successful relationship. There's the dopamine infatuation love, but there's also the, oh man, I'm glad we're a team.
Yeah, the team.
Oh,
I'm
that's
glad,
so sweet.
I'm glad that we
good.
have like separate skills and can divide and conquer, but also like there's some things that trip us both up and we have to work together to figure it out. I think that like a lot of elements, there's of course when you start being with somebody, there's that excitement. This is so fun.
Yeah.
And there are like little waves of that throughout your whole life. And then sometimes you're in a wave where like, this is really quite practical actually right now. And yes, love is there, but also there's a lot of things to tackle together.
Right.
And we're a little bit of a workforce.
Right.
Not exactly the jubilation part of the love. You're in a phase of like, oh, we're in the hard work phase.
But that's great
of,
too, to have
like-
someone that you trust and like want to go through
and
it.
it's great.
Yeah.
You are relieved to have a really good partner.
Yeah.
It's really a partner.
Yeah.
Like the two of you
Yeah.
are tackling something together.
Aw.
Absolutely. Have you seen Frances Ha, the movie?
I gotta watch it.
Okay, you would like it.
Yeah.
It's very rainy, but it's a black and white movie with Greta Gerwig is acting in it.
Oh yeah.
And it's Noah Baumbach directed it. And she basically is drunk at this party and she has this whole line of dialogue where she's like, you know that thing where you're at a party and there's somebody that you're seeing and they're across the room and it's a party and you're talking to different people, but then you make eye contact and the look is not sexual, but it's just a look of understanding and you see each other and you smile and you feel together even though you're in different conversations. And to me, that's the thing. It's like, you're conquering. You're both there.
Yeah.
You understand each other. You're not necessarily, bound at the hip to everything. And it's like this sort of partnership thing.
That's so beautiful.
You would like Princess Ha.
I'm going to watch it tonight,
Yeah,
probably.
it's good.
All right. Well, we got a lot of advice.
We really did.
We really did, honestly.
There's always room for Jello.
A little bit more, please.
And I know who's got just the jiggler.
I'm going to jiggle your...
It's advice that'll go for miles. Tune it to your radio station. It's advice that'll go for miles. Everyone get ready, Miles Nation. Miles Nation, go! It's advice that'll go for miles. Advice that'll go for miles.
What the fuck is up, Miles Nation? How's it going, everybody? Have you ever been in your car and you're going, I need a little snack.
Oh,
Yeah, dude.
Give me a little snack on that.
Yeah, brother.
Well, boy, do I have the thing for you. Introducing car cheese.
Oh, hell yeah. Let's go.
Leave the house.
Cheese?
Leave the house with a cheese stick, and by the end of your drive in the hot LA summer, your cheese is going to be ready to eat. Take the chill off your cheese. Cheese was made to be a preservative of dairy, and if you have it in your car, it'll melt to the tasting point. Having
True.
cheddar that's warmed
It's good.
is a feeling like no other. So have a car cheese. It'll heat up perfectly on your drive to Burbank.
Yesterday, and I'm not even joking, I was driving home like, dang, wish I had some fucking crackers or something in the car. I'm like kind of hungry, and I know I'm not going to eat dinner for like 2.5 hours.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I just need like a cracker. What do I got? I got Tums. Car Tums, big advice.
Really?
Car Tums.
Are they the chewable ones?
Just any kind of Tum. Because it's just like, you're often like, maybe you'll have a nice fun meal with someone, or you'll have had a drink, but that's going to be just a good thing to settle your stomach.
Yeah.
Stomach.
Your stomach.
Your
I love
stomach.
the chewables. That's all I'm all on.
The ones that are almost like
Candy.
spree.
Yeah, the spray.
Yeah, the Becky likes those. I like the
Chalky bad ones.
no. I like the less chalky ones, the soothies or something like that. They're the in between.
Yeah. Oh.
I like those. Actually, I kind of like when my medicine is still medicine.
Yeah, you want it to not be candy.
Because like the other ones, I go like I could chomp like 10 of these.
I've eaten
These are
like
kind
three
of
in one.
yummy.
I'm like,
These are kind of yummy.
I gotta get that.
And I've also like I used to have like a lot of Tums, and then there was a time I got a blood test and I like had too much calcium in my blood, and I was like, I only need one Tum, actually. And since I've done that, like it actually was a big helper. Like having too much Tums actually was making my like acid reflux worse.
Oh,
So I was like over combating the problem.
Yeah.
And now I like really try. Like I only have one.
Yeah.
Even if I feel like God, I think I need 2 or 3. It's like no, let's have one. If in 30 minutes I need another, I'll have another one.
Me and Sarah were doing that with liquid IV. We were going, well, we feel so hydrated. And I was drinking like 3 a day.
Yeah.
And then we were both going, does your tongue feel like it's on burning? And she was like, yeah. And then I looked it up and they were like, please do not have more than 1 liquid IV a day.
Yeah.
It is too much sodium.
Yeah.
It's like going to fuck up your tongue.
Yeah.
So, yeah,
Whoa.
medicine is medicine.
Yeah, I remember once a medic on set was like, you can have 2 a day if you're doing like a lot of crazy activity.
Yes, right.
But you can't just be drinking these.
No,
and I was like, I can't have another? But they're so yummy.
They're so good. And they're
And
so
they're
much
like,
vitamins.
you can only have 2, and only because I saw you swimming all day. So I know you need hydration, but you can't have a third. It's like, okay, Mr. Medic.
Okay, interesting.
Guess you know about everything.
Yeah, wow.
All right, Keith, hit us with the official tripod theme song.
Did you know that birds are dinosaurs and lizards have legs on their side? And there's one bat for every other mammal on Earth or something. It's a tripod.
Have a good ass week.
There's one bat for every mammal on Earth.